Hey, it's lunchtime. Let's make something for lunch. Let's make something with this. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. I'm Dave Guerra, This Vet Cooks, and what's for lunch today? We're making up a quick little lunch, and we're going to use a lemon. We're going to use actually 5 ingredients, and that's ingredient number 1. We're going to use some butter. There's butter in here, I promise. And we're going to use some basil, some fresh basil, or as close to as fresh as possible. And we're going to do some Parmesan cheese. And we're going to the last thing we need is some linguini, or some one of those flat noodles. Not a lot. We're not making a big pot, but this is for lunch, so we're just going to do maybe a serving's worth. So let's put it all together. I'll tell you what we're going to do first, and then I'll do it, and then you'll see what it's all about. It's going to be quick, it's easy, and it's for lunch. These are the ingredients. Again, some linguini. We're going to cook. We're going to boil it, and then in one pot, and then another pot we're going to have some butter at the bottom. We're going to squeeze in the juice of the lemon. And then we're going to mix in while it's still in the water. We're not going to drain the linguini. Once it's done, we're not going to drain it. We're going to leave it in this liquid, the starchy water. And we're going to take it straight out of there and dump it into the pot that has the butter and the lemon. All right. And then as we're stirring that in, we're going to add some grated Parmesan cheese. And then once we're ready, we're going to top it off with this basil. We are not going to cut it because that just releases the oils. We're gonna crush it in a sense, but well, you'll see how it all comes out. Real simple, real easy, real quick. I bet you the longest part will be here with the noodles, and then everything else just kind of falls right in line, and should be a lot of fun. So let's get to baking. Let's get to making. Let's get to boiling some water. All right, so we're gonna get this water boiling, but we're gonna add some salt to this. Remember, you gotta add salt to your pasta water. Some people say make it as salty as the ocean. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. So we'll let that all get in there. We'll let it boil, and then we'll add our noodles. So we're going to let the water boil. We're going to let it come to a boil. Then we're going to add the noodles. In the meantime, while we're waiting for the water to boil, because you know the old adage, a watch pot never boils. It's true. I was doing that the other day, and I gave up. And then it boiled, but the moment I took my eyes off of it. In the meantime, listen, thank you for stopping by. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate you for liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing. Share it. Share it with those that you think would find these recipes interesting. Also, want to hear from you. Let me know if you've made any of these. Definitely want to hear from you. And if you made these, that you put your own unique spin on them, let me know. I'm kind of curious. Definitely want to hear from you about that. Also, veterans, don't forget, Veterans Crisis Line, as always, it's there, and it's there for a reason. It's for you, veterans. And it's not just veterans, it's everybody else, but everyone. And for the veterans, though, when you dial, you got to press the number 1 when the automated attendant answers, and then it gets directed over there. You can always visit the veteranscrisisline.net website. Visit there. You can chat with them online. And, of course, as always, you can text message. And, of course, folks, this is for everyone. But veterans, you have your own Veterans Crisis Line. So use it if you need to. If you find yourself in a dark place, make the call. Make the call. That's the answer. And again, they'll work with you. They might not have all the answers, but I guarantee you they know the people who do. So either way, make the call. Alrighty, I hear the water going. Time to go pay attention to that. Again, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. And hey, make the call. Alrighty, there it is. That's less than 1 serving of pasta, of linguini noodles. It's 2 ounces is the serving. And so we'll go ahead and just drop them in here, and we'll let them cook down, then we'll start working them in. Never break the pasta. Never break the pasta. I know that. But Dave, you could have broken it and it would have fit there on the first try. The answer is no. Alrighty, another 8 to 10 minutes, and then we'll get started with the butter, the butter and onion. And my apologies, this is pasta a limoni, which is pasta alimony. No, limoni, lemon. There we go. Finally got to it. But that's it. It's real simple. So again, just the pasta, butter, lemon juice, the lemon, and some Parmesan as we stir it together, and then some basil leaves on top of that, just mixed in, crushed in there, and we're good to go. Alrighty, let's continue. Right, so the noodles are done, about 8.5 minutes. So we're gonna move that off, get that off of there. We're gonna leave them there. We're not gonna drain them. And now what we're gonna do is get this up to temperature a little bit, and then we're gonna add the butter. Take the wrapper off the butter. Now I don't know where you come from, but where I'm at, my butter does not come pre-sliced. So as you can tell, when it's thicker, when it's thinner, that's all right. Now how much am I using? About 3 pats of butter. Could have used more, could have used less. There we go. Now what we're going to do while that's in there melting and before it burns, we're going to add the lemon to the butter, to the lemon. The lemon to the butter. We are turning this down. Ooh. That is nice. Now, what am I doing? I'm just scoring it on the inside. Which makes it much easier to throw down the lemon juice into the butter. All right, so now you can throw it in there if you want to. It's up to you. There we go. The butter's all melted. We're going to turn this way down to nice low. There we go. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to take the noodles, again, straight out of the water, and we need that liquid. We want to use some of that liquid, that starchy water. Salt? Probably not. Pepper? Again, it's up to you, but there we go. I think we got it all. Yep, there we go. Put that back. Now we throw in some of this Parmesan cheese on top. And give it a little stirry stir. Oh, this smells good. A little bit extra, just let that sit there. Watch for the seeds. If you want to live on the edge, go ahead and let them get in there. But if not, just be on the lookout for them. And that's it. That's really all there is to it. Then we'll throw in some basil. Now, we can do a little bit of that. See how it breaks it up a little bit. Again, just to get it going. Smell your hands. Let's get this plated and let's have some lunch. Be careful. It does splatter. There it is. There it is. Pasta al limoni. And there it is. Just again, linguini, oiled, and then some butter, some lemon juice, Parmesan, basil on top of that. And I threw in a little bit of pepper. I just ground up some pepper. Let's give it that tasty taste. Oh, that looks delicious. Very flavorful, very rich, very creamy, delicious, tasty. The lemon, if you love lemon, you're gonna love this. I love lemon. I love me some citron. And this is good. This is good. So yeah, real easy, and that's what's for lunch. So listen, thank you for watching. I'm Dave Guerra, and This Vet Cooks.